What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus back with another Drunken Rant. And I must be on an adult theme or something. I don't know what's up with me this evening, but so I wanted to talk to you guys about how people perceive certain jobs, careers, however you want to, professions, however you want to place it. Now, of course, like I said, I'm on an adult theme, and I've done a couple of rants about that were related to things like porn, whatnot. This one is actually related to a couple of things, but porn is included in it. Now, going off with the porn tangent, okay, so I'm gonna assume a lot of us, except for you younger people who should be watching this, don't be watching this shit. I think what I need to do is figure out a way how to do the age restriction on the Drunken Rants, just so I can kind of make it a separate thing, so it'll be away from young kids, because I don't want parents mad at me, and I don't want the younger guys looking at this stuff that's not for them, you know what I mean? But anyway, so going, like I said, with the whole adult industry type of thing, a lot of times people tend to have a negative outlook on those who are involved in that type of work. You think, especially with the women, a lot of times guys will look at the women as like, damn, she's a freak, or she's a slut, or something like that. You kind of look at these people as like cheap and easy, tawdry, however you want to put it. Your opinion of them, especially the women, is generally negative. You don't have a high opinion of these people. So the thing is, if you are someone who actually indulges in the things that they do, meaning if you watch porn, or let's take it to like if you go see strippers or whatever adult industry that is out there, if you're someone who's participated or who not participated but participates or is a fan of these different things, how can you really talk about them? And that's what I want to know, because okay, and I totally understand, because I've done this before, but sometimes I have to sit back and think, like, if I really feel like a woman who like sells herself or gets paid to fuck or something is like a slut or something like that, it's like, well, what am I if I'm that person to sit here and watch them do that? Where do I really have a level of innocence in this? Because what I'm doing is I'm giving them the means, I'm perpetuating the situation for them. I am endorsing what they do by consuming it, you know what I mean? It's like, if I go to a strip club and it doesn't matter, I don't even have to tip her. If I'm sitting in a strip club watching you dance, on stage, I'm there because I enjoy it. If I'm there because I enjoy it, then clearly I'm saying to you, hey, I like what you're doing and it feels a need for me, so therefore you're doing something that I want. Why am I the person who's like, hey, she's a hoe, she gets naked for money, you know what I mean? It's like, well, what am I if I'm sitting in front of her? It's like, if I really don't care for that type of thing, I won't indulge in it. Or it's kind of like, I feel a lot of times, I know there have been drug dealers. I've had people in my family who's dealt drugs. Let's just be honest. I've never dealt or used drugs in my life, but I've had people who, unfortunately chose that path, and they run down drug users a lot. They'll talk about how crazy they are. They'll treat them in a negative way, things like that. But again, at the same time, you're perpetuating the whole issue. You're perpetuating the problem. If you weren't willing to provide your users with the things that make them into these, vile creatures that you have disdain for, hey, maybe they wouldn't be what they are. You know what I mean? It's like you can't be involved in a situation but have a problem with others involved in it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You're not you're basically contradicting yourself a lot of times. So I try not to anymore. Just like look at, like with the chick that I talked about earlier. It's like at first I'm just like shaking my head, but it's like, well, I've watched other people get involved in this, so clearly it's something I like. Why am I looking at her, in a disparaging way? Now, I can of course have an opinion like I do have, where I'm curious as to what made her go down that path. Like, what's going on with her that she felt the need to, go in this direction. What was she doing before, things like that, and why would somebody want to go from a quote-unquote normal life? And I guess it's the money or something. But I feel like it's more than that, but that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, I can't sit here and basically, I don't feel like, as someone who's watched porn, I can't sit and label someone who does it, because they're doing something that I clearly have enjoyed in the past. And without them doing that, then there would be no porn for me to have enjoyed in the past. So at the same time, the reason that it's still there is because I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It might not make sense because I'm drunk, but I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.